folks. Let me just turn this down a little bit. There we go. How is everybody? Hope you're having a good night, a good day. Well, good evening, I suppose. Yeah, I figured, you know what? I was sitting here, I'd finished work, and I'm kind of just sitting around, and I thought, you know what? I may as well stream, because I was going to game and play a game anyway, so may as well stream. Like, the only single-player thing I'd play right now is probably Skyrim, because I'm just having fun with things like that. But I just thought I'd play a... I'm in a shootery mood, so I'm going to play a shooter. Offline, probably. But yeah. But we won't be doing that for a bit. We're going to have a little chat first. Why not? Yeah, well done, biscuits, yeah. Hat. Thank God Steady's not here. He'd give him a flashback. Hey, Scum, how's it going, man? Starting work at on my mini Warbringer Titan. Good lad. Oh yeah, I've got a few. Hi Jim, not seen you in a while, mate. Not seen you in a while. Azrael, Dave, all right, mate. Commander Puffin, how's it going, dude? Yeah, I've got a few lore ideas for the chapter, Space Marine chapter. Sorry, the channel Space Marine chapter. Not like I'm gonna be going mental with it because I've reset them. So those of you who know back in the day, the channel Space Marine chapter used to be called the Astral Blades. And then somebody, a kind soul, told me that the Astral Blades are actually a Chaos Warband. And I was like, oh, are they? So I checked it out in the lore, and yes, they are. The Astral Blades are indeed a Chaos Warband, which is, you know, not what we want. But there we are. So I'll be resetting that soon, and I'm doing another one, I think. Hi, Grotz. Hey, Black Lodge. How you going, guys? Is this Ginger Fraser or Steve? It could be either. I doubt you joined at the hip. Hey, Big Kahuna. How's it going, man? Please tell me you got that from Pulp Fiction. Have you played Speed Freaks yet? No, I haven't. I haven't played Speed Freaks yet. I will do. At some point. Nice. Nice. Yeah. We need more of those, again, I like... So with Black Lodge games, I like the long-form content. But there's only so many times I'm in the gym a week. So once I've watched like 4, I'm done. The ones that really get me into wanting to write and wanting to actually... Yeah, I want to roll some dice right now, are the ones that Steve does. I know your name's not Steve, but I'm gonna keep saying it because it's too funny not to. Yeah, those. To be fair, Ginger Fraser does a few as well, like the acting one as well. But it tends to be the Vampire the Masquerade videos and things like that that really get me going. Do you know what? I really need to write a new campaign. I really need to get my teeth into this and put effort into it. You know? Absolutely. Absolutely. If you want to know, when Black Lodge games talk about putting your all into something and being unapologetic about it, go and think of a Netflix original movie. Go ahead. I'm sure you've seen one this year, right? Can you tell me any of the characters' names? No. Right? Neither can I. Because they try to do projects that appeal to everybody. And in appealing to everybody, they appeal to nobody. Right? And that's what I'm slowly learning in my own writing process, is that not everybody needs to like what I like. And not everybody needs to get with what I like. Do you know what I mean? It's perfectly okay to have somebody say, that's not for me. You know? That's fine. They can go and like what they like. It's probably Critical Role, to be fair. So, no loss there. I'll get to that in a minute, Dave. Supersonic, Evening North, how's the family in your week? All good, man. All good. Drop the daughter off. Dropped the daughter off earlier on today. She had a really good time. She's playing Dragon Quest 11 at the moment, and she's loving it. So it doesn't half keep it quiet. It's brilliant. I can sit there with my laptop, do some work, you know, do some scripts, grade some papers. Dude, grading papers right now is so busy. It's ridiculous. Like, classics is so busy, man. It's so busy. Because we've got a lot of panicked students who are trying to get into university and college, and so they're doing entrance exams, things like that. So I'm up until all hours marking and grading papers, and it's that time of year where you almost want to grade a student well, because you know this is going to be going towards them getting into university, so you're trying to find the marks. You're putting in extra energy into finding the mark. So, and it really does irk me when I know I've taught some of these kids, and some of the things they're coming out with, I'm just like, dude, I know you know this, and this is a really poorly worded answer to something that's really simple. And it's just, yeah, you're there racking your brains trying to find marks for them, because you want them to go to college, right? I mean, you shouldn't go to college unless you know what you're going to use it for. I will say that. You don't have to go to college to be a success, or university or whatever, right? But you need to know what you're using it for. If you know what you're using it for, yeah, man, smash it out the park. You go to college, no problem. But you're getting into a lot of debt, you know? I've had to counsel kids in the past and say, look, don't go to college because you want to do a vocation, right? I had a mate of mine who wanted to be an archaeologist. He wasn't a mate at the time, he was a student. It's like, dude, you can go and be an archaeologist by getting a normal college diploma. You don't need to go and get a degree. Go and get a college diploma and go and work for archaeologists. Go and get your hands dirty, right? Anyway. It's okay for bad people to hate good content. I agree. But it's okay to, like... I don't know if you agree with this, but I think it's okay to make bad content. You know? People have to start somewhere. That's the one thing about writing that people never really get over, is that, dude, just fucking write. Like, it's going to be terrible. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes you write a banger. You know, you can write a really good game or a book or whatever. Like, for me, I used to really rack my brains trying to write a novel. Or write a setting and then a novel in that setting. And then I figured, you know what? I play these role-playing games all the time. Let me try and write one. It's not a place of smart people. No, it's not. Well, I don't know, man. I met some... When I was at university, I met some really clever people. Really smart people. Who had their heads screwed on. But they tended to be people I gravitated towards. And they were the exception, not the rule. Do you know what I mean? Alright, man. Have a good one. Have a good one. Work hard. Get those videos out. I need to binge. Hi, Walkie. How's it going, man? So, what did Dave say before? The channel chapter should be a Chaos Renegade chapter, them fighting against the corrupt Imperium, being symbolic of standing against the corrupt Games Workshop practices. Yeah. I mean, do you know what? Like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like, I don't let Games Workshop in that far, and neither should you. Do you know what I mean? You shouldn't let Games Workshop... Like, don't give them the energy of hate. What's the point? What's the point? You know, I know. They Games Workshop do not influence what I write or when and why. If I have a good idea, I write it, and that's it. You know? Scum says, just got back from the local Warhammer store. They started a combat patrol campaign. Game 1, 25 to 20, to me, using 9th edition Dark Angels. Good lad. Alright. Did they let you do that? Use 9th edition rules? That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's a nice manager. Supersonic says, I work at a garden centre and horticultural courses online have really helped my plant knowledge. I really enjoy working outside. One of the best things to do, man, I'm telling you now, is if you want to learn about a vocation or even anything, find somebody who knows better than you and just hang around. I'm serious. I'm serious. Like, I honestly think people some of my best teaching experiences haven't been in a classroom, right? They've been with a guy in a pub who really likes ancient Rome and really has a passion for it. And you can tell they're not just saying that, because everybody loves Rome. Come on, right? But you can tell, no, they really like, you know, they read certain things, they're really interested, they research in their own time. And being able to talk to them and tell them about the things that I've learned and having them ask me questions and I'll be able to answer those questions, those have been the best teaching moments, really. It's weird. So, yeah. And he probably got more out of me there than he would actually paying thousands of dollars going to a college. I'm being serious. Anybody who's gone to university will tell you, right? A lot of these professors, especially in the humanities, dude, if your degree is going to be in the humanities, you better fucking know what you're going to use it for when you leave. Otherwise, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. You need to go to university, and then if you're going to university to do your degree in humanities, you need to know, right, I'm going to use this to go and be a teacher, or I'm going to use this to go and do X, Y, or Z, right? But you can't go in there because you like the look of it. That's a waste of time and money and energy. Don't do that, right? I ended up where I wanted to end up. I wanted to be qualified and have that piece of paper that says I can teach, which means I can teach privately or I can teach, you know? That's what I wanted. So, you know, I went to university and I got that. But, like, it would have been pointless for me to do it because I saw Gladiator once and I thought it was cool. You know? Don't get me wrong. That's what got me into ancient history and classics and stuff. But, yeah. Like, I'm not, yeah. You need to really, really look into why you're going to university if you're going to go. And hang around people who know more than you. It's a good, really good thing to get into. Just hang around folks who know more than you about something, you know? Fair enough, Dave. I like Chaos too. Listen, there's not one part of 40k I don't like. By the way, I started listening to The Emperor's Gift by Aaron Dembski Bowden. It's a banger. It's a Grey Knight book, but it's a banger. Go out and listen to it. It's really good. I'm a quarter of the way into it. It's fantastic. North, you mentioned a while ago, says Commander Puffin, on a video whether you should run a tournament. Have you considered you'd be more suited to a narrative event, similar to the Thanatov events Morty and Gloria's run? Dude, those are really, really difficult to get together. But yeah, it's something I'd be interested in doing. The problem is, it's getting people to the event and having them stay over, right? I think this is something that I'm going to need to plan out a year in advance. Which I might do. Dave's got a venue. Positive Geekery. He mentioned to me a venue. I am going to pop in. I'm not going to go to that event he talked about, because we've gone back and forth a bit. Because I don't want to be in my first event on my own. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop in and see what it's all about. I might even go in with a squad or two just to show off and say, hey, these are my models, and you know, where do I sign up for the next event? And then I'll go to a few events there and check it out myself. And if it's cool, that might be somewhere where we can do an event. So we'll see. I'm gonna get in with the manager there and see what's what. It'll take me about a year to set up, so I'm thinking. I keep saying this. It's gonna be in the summer, and not this summer, obviously. I said last year I wanted to do one this summer, but it just never came together. I was so busy, man. But what I'll do this time is that I'll set a date in mind, right? I'll go to the store, I'll book it, and then I'll book some time off. So then it's all set in stone, we're doing it, right? I'll get a package together saying, look, you know, here's a good hotel, here's a good, you know, you don't pay me, you pay for it yourself, you don't give me any money. I say, here's the hotel that's got a good deal on, here's, you know, where the store is, and here's where we're going to go on the night out, and here's what we're going to do, and we'll do something like that, right? And, yeah. But it's something that's in the works. It is something that's in the works. And if I did do a tournament, it would probably be a narrative event. Something like that. Yeah, Buffin, me here with an English literature and creative writing degree. Dude, that's not a wasted degree. You can edit books, man. You can edit books. Right? Literally, you can edit books. That's what you're made for. Go and do it. Go and edit some books. Charge a lot of money, man. You'd be fine. It's good. Supersonic said, my manager is that person. I'm better learning on the job than from Blackboard. Still, I gained some qualifications in something I'm passionate about as a career. Good. Good. Speaking of writing games, says Jarl, I've been writing my own war game. Been a slog, but I've got the main rule book and some factions finally done. Onto the story part, which has been the best part. Good, man. Excellent. Write more games. We need more games. I do feel a bit left out from the university crowd. I pursued a technical degree and never had to do any cool reading or science. Yeah, but you'll be earning more money. You know. You could try doing it on Tabletop Simulator, but of course, you know how to set the... Nah, I don't want to do it face-to-face, man. I want to do it face-to-face. I want to meet people. I've decided I'm probably going to do a face reveal at some point next year. Maybe towards Christmas. I've lost enough weight now. Like, I've lost about... going on 2 stone. Right? Going on 2 stone. So that's 26 pounds. So, yeah, I'm looking trim. I'm looking good. Like, I was in the gym before and I was looking at myself and I got back and I looked in the mirror and I was like, wow, okay. Well, I can see it coming together. So I think by, like, Christmas, I'll be doing, like, a face reveal and stuff. Maybe over Halloween. That'd be nice. Do, like, a little walk around and a face reveal and say hello and do all that kind of stuff. Plus, it'd be nice if people from the channel know what I look like, if they can say hello when I'm walking around. That'd be nice. What hobby stuff have you been working on lately, North? I've been putting together my... okay, so this links into my Space Marine idea, right? So, I've been putting together the Age of Darkness box set. The Horus Heresy box set. Because I had a really good idea about what we do with the... There was something about the lore of the Void Talons that I wasn't liking. Right? I just wasn't liking it. You know, it was too involved in current Games Workshop events, and there were too many named characters involved in the chapter, and I didn't really like it. There was Khan in there, Angron was in there. It wasn't my bag. I wanted to just pull away from it. I don't want it to be, you know, I don't want it to read like it's been written by a fan fiction. So I had a really good idea, and that is a very mysterious chapter of unknown origins in the current 40k setting that are essentially hunters in the void. So that they go around in spaceships. They don't have a planet. They latch onto spaceships. They teleport on board and they cripple them and destroy them. That's it. They hoover up Chaos Warbands is what they do. They go in, and not just them though. They go into Space Hulks. They fight orcs. They fight Tyranids. The big game hunters, and they're also very good at hunting demons. And there's a very, very, very good reason for that. And that's because, in reality, this chapter, if you go far back enough, they are Wordbearers loyalists. So they were Wordbearers loyalists during the Horus Heresy, and that's where they come from, essentially. You know, that's where they come from. And essentially, they're kicked out of the Wordbearers for being too. So when the Wordbearers go to a planet and they conquer it, right, and they sit there for years, indoctrinating the local populace, you know. Whereas these guys, they're like, no, they're in their own chapter, because obviously the Wordbearers have chapters. So they're like, no, fuck this, and they go off. They abandon the Wordbearers time and again to go hunt the next quarry. They're always going and doing other compliances and other worlds, because they keep ranging further and further and further outwards, away from the main fleet. Until eventually, the Wordbearers get so pissed off with them, they just banish them from the chapter and say, well, fuck off then, you know. Go away. It's fine. And that's it. But basically, these guys come from the planet of Kur, which is actually in the first Heretic book. It's actually in that book. My favourite Horus Heresy book, or at least one of them. And they're from Kur, and they're actually from Monarchia. And when Monarchia gets destroyed, they have a meeting, and they say, well, what the fuck? Like, we've just heard that our home world... Our home city has been destroyed by the Ultramarines, what do we do, right? What do we do? And they say, look, what happened to the word bearers? They deserved that, okay? So, and we hold the word bearers responsible for Monarchia being destroyed. If they were like us and they went and ranged outwards and did what they were supposed to do, Monarchia would still be there. So they say, fuck that. They think the Emperor is a god, by the way. These are Marines who are completely besotted with the Emperor being a god. So they say, fuck that, fuck the word bearers, and they go off and do their own thing, right? Then the Horus Heresy breaks out, and throughout the Horus Heresy, these guys, basically, they scour their armor clean of paint, and they go and they hunt. They go and they hunt word bearers. So they go and they hunt their former brothers. And they become very adept at banishing demons, because they have to be, right? Very, very, very adept. And these are some of the first Imperial Saints, too. They start to be empowered by the Emperor somehow, because obviously other saints start appearing during the Horus Heresy as well. And this happens in our chapter, too. So they start banishing demons and things, and doing shit like that. And then, when the Horus Heresy ends, they essentially become a chapter in their own right. Right, they're taken away, and they're literally, you know, they're taken away, and they become a chapter in their own right. They're given their own chapter designation, and in the second founding, they become a chapter. And these days, they don't really remember those days, right? They don't really remember them anymore. They kind of know where they come from, but it's a secret that's held at the highest order. Only the chapter master really knows where they come from. Yeah, and that's going to be them. And of course, they're going to be allied quite a lot with the Grey Knights, because these guys are so fanatical, so mental in their worship of the Emperor, you know, so obsessed with martial honor and purity, that they literally aren't. They're not incorruptible, but they're literally just like, you know. They're not Grey Knights, but they're not far off. These guys are mental. Religious zealots, and all they do is hunt chaos. They hunt chaos and big demons. Big demons and chaos is all they do. Do they have Primaris? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They're not Black Templars at the end of the day. They're not Black Templars. And even the Black Templars have Primaris. So... Ed says, why not allied with Sisters of Battle? They can be. They can be. Yeah, why not? Why not? They would pretty much ally with anybody who would go with them. Do you know what I mean? It'd be one of those things. I don't think they would trust Rabute Gilliman a lot, because they've had bad experiences with Primarchs, namely Lorgar, right? So, yeah, they see the Primarchs as ultimately flawed people who aren't worthy of being followed. False shepherds is what they tend to call them. Because, again, they're religious nutjobs. They love the Emperor. They're all up in the Emperor. Like, no, there's only the Emperor. There's nobody else. These Primarch things failed. They failed once, and they'll fail again. That's what they say, basically. Primaris don't exist in the Exileverse. Oh, they do. They look too cool to not exist in the Exileverse, dude. I don't know, Ed. I mean... With their demon-slaying ways, I think there would be a bit of both. I think they would ally with both. I mean, they wouldn't be bothered. I mean, to be honest with you, this chapter's probably going to be allied to all of the Inquisition, because, one, they kill big monsters, right? That's what they do. They kill big, horrible things, you know? And two, they kill demons. They go after demons a lot. And three, they really don't like heretics. So they would actually be okay to be allied with any of the factions. The Death Watch, Sisters of Battle, or Grey Knights would be fine. What colour ships do they have? Dull iron. Dull iron with a few goldy bits on there, but mainly dull iron. They don't paint their ships. It's just iron coloured. They don't paint it. They don't paint them at all. They don't even paint their armour. Their armour is unpainted. I do it like a dull silver colour, but their armour's actually unpainted. They've got, like, purple pauldrons and purple greaves, but that's it. You know? How do the... How do they interact with chapters like the Ultramarines and Imperial Fists? They generally don't. I would say they don't. I would say they don't. If I'm being honest. I'd probably say, nah. I'd probably say they don't. Do you know what? Give me a sec. I'm going to take a picture of them. 1 second. I'll take a picture of them. 1 sec. Don't go anywhere. I'm back. Alright, I got a few pictures. I've got a few pictures. Thank you, Ed. Thank you very much, man. I'll read that in a sec. I'm sending these pictures to myself. So I can send them to you. Not you, personally. That'd be freaky. Dude, 40k is just the best thing in the fucking universe. I'm telling you now. It just is. It just is. I wish we could just separate one from the other. Oh yeah, I've got a few pictures of the book I'm working on, which is now done, and it should be out pretty soon. I'm thinking it's going to be out on the 30th of this month, which is going to be cool. That'll be awesome. It's going to be awesome. Let me just download all my gear. Lovely old job. And I've got a special piece of art here, well, a special photograph of my Primaris Grey Knights too. Simply because, well, it's cool. So let's have a little look, shall we? Let's have a little look at, what have we got here first? Alrighty, so here we have the new chapter. It might still be called Void Talons, but I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure. I did not paint the Terminator there. That was painted by a lovely fellow who was going to be involved in the channel, but I've not really heard from him for a little while, so I don't know where he is or what he's doing, but there we are. So Ed says, just looked at the list I'm using for 40k game tomorrow. It's got 101 models in it. And Rogue Trader is fun. Got to stick with it. Here's a little support. Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. I do love Rogue Trader. I've been trying to get with it and keep going. Dave says, just realised this was an option. Nothing new to say, but getting my pay for my first job tomorrow, so feeling generous. Cheers, dude. And well done on your new job. Well done for doing well. He went to get a pack of smokes and never came back. I'll always come back. And then I'll always come. Sorry. So there is one. one picture. We got another angle here. There we go. Bit of a closer one. These models aren't done yet. I've got touching up to do before we go anywhere like that. Before they're finished. Like the eyes on this model, for instance. But I like the dull, dirty colour of the iron, like because they haven't painted their armor or anything. It's just a, you know, they painted the Aquila. They got golden helms, a bit of purple on there, but the actual body of the armor is not painted at all. And here's a close-up of one of them. One of our dudes. And the fabled Hand of North there. So yeah, that's the chapter, essentially, anyway. And that's what we're going for. I'm not sure if they're going to be called Void Hunters or, you know, whatever. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure. But we'll see. We'll see. The paint recipe is... A full spray of Chaos Black is what I did. Then over that, some lead belcher, or the equivalent lead belcher. A gunmetal will work as well, from Army Painter. Over that goes some Null Oil mixed with Agrax Earthshade, liberally. Liberally, douse the bloody thing and that. A very light dry brush in Stormhost Silver or Necron Compound. Very light. Very light. Any purple, deep purple that you want to do for the pauldrons is fine. Then outline it in gold. Normally Retributor gold. Retributor armor works quite well. Do the helmet in Retributor 2. And then dull down the gold with Agrax Earthshade. And let the Agrax melt into the recess where the gold touches the pauldron. And then you basically got a Void Talon / whatever we're going to have as the new chapter. Thanks, Supersonic. It's basically the arm test, mate. It's the arm test. If I can hold these out at arm's length and they're fine, as another one of our subscribers said the other day. Basically, yeah. Could add some trophies because the hunters. Yes, I will do. Very good idea, and that is something that I'm looking at doing. Now, do you want to see how ridiculously small the old Terminators are compared to what I made? Whoops, not that one. I'll show you that one in a sec. Where is it? Number 4. There we go. Number 4. Here we go. So that is the size of the old Grey Knight Terminator compared to the Primaris ones that I built. Those are Primaris-sized Grey Knight Terminators there. Isn't that silly? It's just silly. Look at the size difference. It's like the normal Terminator is that Terminator's child that's walking along next to it. All right, Dave. Have a good one, man. Have a good one. Have a good night. All right, one sec. It is kind of silly, isn't it? Just how big they are. Yeah, looks like the meme of the couch and the dude standing behind. I know, that's amazing. I love that. It's the sheer size difference, though. It's ridiculous. They dwarf this guy. Like, that's what they should look like. The next release of Grey Knight should look like that. They should be this big. You know? Alright. So back to what I was showing you before. There is a book coming out called Revenant, and it is a thing, and it is fully printed and done. I've got it in my house. I've sent it to a few friends. It's a thing. It's all done. There's a few pictures of it when I opened it the other day. Just have a little look. And it will be out on the 30th. The 30th of this month on Amazon. So 30th of this month. You can go and get it on Amazon. The 30th of August 2024. Revenant releases. I may be giving away signed copies. You know? So there you go. That is a thing, and it is coming out. It's actually on my desk in front of me. But yeah, fully printed, fully edited, fully everything. It's done. All the art's in there. It's got a really nice cover of a knight firing a gun into the screen. Looks really cool. Does it come with Yorkshire? No. No, it doesn't. I'm having real trouble sending Yorkshire tea. It keeps getting returned. Like they keep saying it's not what it says it is. I'm like, it says it's fucking tea on the thing. Look, it says it right there. I said, yeah, but it's kind of bio-waste because it's tea. It's like, what do you mean? It's not bio-waste. It's fucking tea. Anyway, I'll sort it. Bloody Royal Mail. Anyway, those are my models. That's what they look like anyway. That's what they look like. Well, that's what they're gonna look like. I know it's not null, because it's in my kitchen. I have bought 3 packs now, because every single time they send me these packs back, they're battered. They're like warped. Like they've caved in. Because they've thrown it around and said, this one's not getting where it's going to go. And because they're, you know, they do make fucking crust in. So now I'm going to take it down to DHP. Or I'm going to take it down to Parcel Force. It'll cost me a bit more, but, you know, I'm working out when I'm going to get 5 minutes to get down there, that's all. But I will do. Apologies, man. I will do. I'm not using them again. They're right up my nose, Royal Mail. They make my teeth itch. They're that bad. I thought, you know, tea. What's the worst could happen? No, of course, Royal Mail. Ugh. Pretty much anything with Royal in it in the UK, just walk away. Just Ah, no, man, it'll be about £8-9. It's fine. Don't worry about it, Noel. It's fine. Call it cost of doing business with Royal Mail. You know. DHL, that was it, not DHP. What was I on about? Yeah, DHL. Yeah, I don't know what it is with tea. The couriers don't seem to like it. Like, well, independent, massive couriers that are like not liable for things don't seem to like taking it. Whereas like DHL said they will, you know, Parcel Force say they will, UPS say they will. So, yeah, I'll get down there this weekend. Taking the fucking piss, though. It really is. I will play a game in a bit. We're going to play Ghost Recon Breakpoint. So I'm really happy about that, because I've been waiting to play something like that for a while. And I figured, I'm going to play it. I may as well play it on the channel, have some fun. From the start as well. So you'll be there when I start the game, rather than me being halfway through it. We can have a little chat whilst I'm going. I've heard I should play it in like immersive mode, which I will. I'll turn the hood off. So we'll do that. We'll play it in immersive mode when we do play it. What are your guys' games before Space Marine comes out? Let me know. Let me know in the comments or in the chat. What are your guys' game before Space Marine? You know? The way to write something, Jack, is to just start. I'm telling you. Just start. It'll be over before you know it. You'll be like, wow, okay. Sins of a Solar Empire. Wasn't that out for ages? Or is it a new one now? I'm doing a fun run of Bomberman 64. It's cool. Bolt Gun, fair enough. Starfield, fair enough. Fair enough. Starfield has a new DLC coming out pretty soon. I didn't really get along with Starfield. It wasn't really what it was promised to be, unfortunately. I loved the shipbuilding mechanic. Loved that. Thought it was really, really clever and good the way they did that. But I think that engine is creaking like an old bitch. Really, it really is. That Gamebryo engine, whatever they're using. Oh my god. Nah, it needs to go away. It needs to go away. Kingdom Come Deliverance. Yeah, have to get ready for the new one. So I've heard Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is basically a remake of the first one. Is it not? But it's like, this is the game we wanted to make. You know, that kind of a thing. It looks like it is, anyway. It's not a remake, they're just making the game again. Do you know what I mean? They're making the game again with all the mod cons and loads of things changed around. So it won't even be... It'll be a similar story, but not the one that's like, you know... Yeah, I can't wait for it. It's one of the games I'm really looking forward to. Another Oblivion rerun? Yeah, Oblivion's good. That's it, Winterman Mute. Yes. Lack of player agency. Exactly. That, and I was playing it before I played Cyberpunk. And the cyberpunky areas of... There are certain things your game should just stay away from right now. Number one, feudal Japan. When Ghost of Tsushima is on the market, unless you can do something that's close to that, don't fucking bother. Number two, cyberpunk cities. Unless your game can bring something fresh to a cyberpunk city, or something that looks better than Cyberpunk 2077, don't do it, right? You know, there are a bunch of games that do Cyberpunk really well because they don't look like 2077. They look like Cyberpunk, but their own thing. Bethesda's what's it called? Aurora, right? That place, it just looks like a budget night city. That's it. It's a budget night city, and it just took me right out of it. I was like, dude, this ain't good, man. This ain't good. Like, why would you? Why would you? Cool, World of Warcraft. Okay, man. Yeah, that's good. Fallout London mod. I couldn't get it to work, that, man. I tried everything. Now, before anybody jumps in and starts giving me bloody advice now to install mods, I've been modding for 15 years. I know how to do it. I know how to do it. Right? I've modded New Vegas and Skyrim with hundreds of mods on my own before there were mod lists and got it running perfectly. I know how to install memory patches. I know how to install... I know what I'm doing, right, when it comes to modding. I could not get Fallout London to stop crashing. As soon as you get off the... as soon as you get on the train at the start, and then the cutscene finishes, it crashes every time. And when I looked online, everybody, tons of people with my graphics card or NVIDIA graphics cards in the 40 series said the same thing. It just keeps crashing. It's a deep-seated thing with certain models of card where it just crashes. And that's something that, unfortunately, only a big studio can actually fix. Because, you know, this is a free team. They're not going to test it on all hardware. They can't. They haven't got the time or the money or the patience, right? Whereas an actual big developer, they would say, wow, it's crashing on all these cards. Can't have that. There's a patch, right? And it'd be fixed by now. So I don't think I'm going to get to play the Fallout London mod, unfortunately. Maybe if they release a fix or if another modder releases a fix. But at the moment, no. It was a shame. It looked really good as well. Dark Tide, fair enough. Dark Tide. How is Dark Tide now, Scum? Is it still terrible or is it alright now? Not terrible. Is it still like lacking content? Or is it alright now? Hopefully Starfield follows Fallout and Skyrim. Both of those games got the same level of criticism at launch. What? Oh no! Well, Jarl Balin. Skyrim was not criticised at launch. Skyrim was lauded, man. And it was so loved that people overlooked all the bugs. They just completely overlooked them. Skyrim was loved on launch, dude. I remember I was there. You know, I remember watching every YouTube review of it, and they was glowing. Everybody was going mental. And those are the days where you could actually trust game reviews on YouTube. You had people like Total Biscuit singing its praises back in the day, and he was like, "Yeah, this is the shit. I love this. This is great." You know what I mean? Yeah. And I'd already played it by that point, obviously. So you know, but Manor Lords is still alpha or beta, unfortunately. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's good. Dark Tide endgame is still the same, but there's some new missions and progression. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. From what I saw with Starfield and what I was told via a friend, the HVB line rings true, apparently. It's boring. It's so fucking boring. Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I think we're all looking for that time sync game before Space Marine comes out. We're all going to be on it. And this new chapter will be in that game. I will be making the colour scheme in multiplayer, and we will be able to play it together. And every time you join a game with Good Old North, when I invite you, you should change your colours to be the chapter. Because every single time we go into a mission, we are the chapter. We are the channel's Space Marine chapter. So you can save different presets of paints on your Space Marine and Space Marine 2, so make sure you have the, you know, Northern Exile preset on there, ready to go, because I might invite you in if you're watching the stream. We'll be streaming it all the time. Come play with me, and we'll be playing as our custom Space Marine chapter in the game, which will be really, really cool. I'm looking forward to the new Dragon Ball Z game. Fair enough, dude. Fair enough. Saying Skyrim was bugged is an understatement. I don't know, Winton. I don't know. Like, again, I was there. Like, I played, and you were there as well, of course. But I played that game for hundreds of hours, and I hardly ever came across any bugs. Hardly ever, you know? Wukong, yeah, dude, I know, Daniel, you play some good games. I think we've spoken before. Yeah, Wukong does look really good. The problem with Wukong is, so my issue is, I'm not that interested in Chinese mythology, and I'm not that interested in games that do, you know, I'm not that interested in games where the story is really vague. It's kind of why I've never gotten along with Dark Souls, right? Because the story is not, it's really quite vague, and you've got to really read into things to get to the story. So when they were saying there isn't really a story to it, I kind of checked out. I'm not going to buy a game just because it's going to look really good running on my rig, do you know what I mean? I'm going to buy a game because the story grabs me, the world grabs me, and the combat grabs me. Right now the combat does grab me, and the visuals, but I don't buy a game for combat and visuals, right? I buy a game for the story, the world building, and the world that is there when it's been built, right? I buy the game for those three things, and combat is a part of that, and the visuals of the game is also a part of that, right? But I wouldn't buy a game just because of those two things, right? I wouldn't buy a game just because it looks good, or because, you know, I don't know, man. I really like the developer. I think they did a really good job pushing back against, you know, they basically showed the power, unfortunately, of the Chinese state there, where they were able to look at the forced diversity elsewhere and go, nah, fuck off. Fuck off. We're China, bitch. We're China. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I've got 3 billion people here who are going to buy my game. Why do I give a fuck about you? And your blue hair. Fuck off. Right? Yeah. So I really, I want to support that, but I'm not just going to buy a game because it's going to look good on my rig. I'm not that interested in it. But what I am going to do is watch a playthrough of it, definitely. Yeah, I would rather play Elden Ring or a Souls game than Wukong, but that's not because of any other reason than I would find this story that there is, which there isn't really one there, I'd find it a lot easier to get into. That's all. That's all. But I'm definitely going to watch it getting played. You can do that, Kahuna. As long as you get involved either against me or for me in Space Marine 2, I don't mind. We'll have some fun. You can try and kill them, you can try and be on our side, you can do what you want. The Void Touches is a bit... I don't think I'll be calling them the Void Touches. Void Hunters does sound good, though. Void Hunters. Sounds pretty cool. Amazing games coming out of China and Korea lately. I agree. That Crimson Desert looks like one that's going to be really interesting. Crimson Desert looks like a game that, in all honesty, I think it looks too good to be true. I'm going to get it up here and we're going to watch it together. So, Crimson Desert. So people are saying it's Dragon's Dogma 2 meets The Witcher 3, which for me is the ideal game. It's the ideal game. Like, that's the game I've always wanted to play. Like, by and large. Let's watch it, shall we? Let's watch it together. Watch a bit of this game. Let me do window capture. Bong. There we go. And let's make it a little bit bigger so you can see it properly. There we go. Just going to stop that for a minute. Yeah, that's what the game will look like. My ass. My ass. No, man. Can't see it. I cannot see it. I don't know about you, but I cannot see it. I mean, look. If that game comes out and it's like that, dude. Like, come on. But my ass. Like, that's not going to look anywhere near what that is. It looks like a mix between, like, Dragon's Dogma 2, a little bit of Witcher 3, and Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. And a little bit of Assassin's Creed in there with the modern stuff too. Yeah, Noel's right. Don't pre-order any game ever. Don't pre-order games. There is a limitless supply of games. Don't pre-order them. Don't pre-order them. There is a literal limitless supply of downloads out there. We don't get physical copies anymore. So you do not need to, you know, pre-order them. You're fine. New trailers come out recently for Monster Hunter. Hey, David, you alright, mate? And a fun fact: Lord Nubalot proofread. He play tested part of Revenant, which we showed you before. So that'll be out pretty soon. New trailers come out recently for Monster Hunter Wild. That's why I'm definitely picking up release day. I mean, again, yeah, pick up release day, no problem. Absolutely no problem. I have no problem with that whatsoever. I have a problem with pre-ordering. You know, but on release date, no problem. I mean, Monster Hunter is one of those games where I can play it with a friend, but if I'm playing it on my own, sometimes I just think, why am I killing these monsters? They're just like minding their own business, and I come along with a massive sword and just twat them across the back of the head, like, yeah, I got you now, bitch. I was like, what? He was just chilling out. Like, what of it? This poor T-Rex guy just chilling out. And then I come with my big spike on the end of a stick and I start smashing the shit out of him. It's fun, but I just thought, oh my god. But I remember playing them back in the day on PS2, man. I loved Monster Hunter back in the day. Oh my god. It's got fishing and you can pet the dogs. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, enjoy the gym, man. Enjoy the gym. I'm getting Mountain Blade Warband vibes. Dude, that's another thing that's in the game. That's what I mean about Crimson Desert. I just think it's trying to do too many things. It's trying to do too many things. We got a bit of The Witcher 3 in there, a bit of Oblivion in there, you know, a bit of Zelda in there if you're looking at, like, you know, fishing, mini games and stuff like that, right? A little bit of Zelda in there. And some Mountain Blade in there too. It looked like you were commanding troops there. A bit of Assassin's Creed with the modern stuff. It just seems like there's too many ideas running around the gaming part there. I don't know. If that game is as good as it looks, then we probably got a generational game there. But I've had my fingers burned too many times. Let's get playing this game, shall we? Or we're never going to play it. Let me just sort this out. So Ghost Recon Breakpoint was recommended by a lot of people to me over the years. And it's something that I've tried once or twice, but not for very long. Both times. My name in this is Tribal2288. That's because that's what my name used to be when I was on... before a Northern Exile came along. Which I'm much happier about, to be fair. I'm much happier about it. Let me... add game capture. Ghost Recon. Ready. Should be looking good. Yeah, it's looking fine there to me. Good. Excellent. See you, Noel. See you, man. Alright, give me a sec. Do not feel bad about leaving if you don't want to watch the game being played, man. I've had so many emails about that. Don't feel bad. Leave. Go. Don't worry about it. You're all good. You're all good with me, man. You do what you need to do. Yeah. Alrighty. Let's do... create a new character.
Introducing the Ghost Experience. The Ghost Experience lets you choose between two different ways to play the PvE version of Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Regular, the way the game was released, and immersive, a new way to experience the game. While regular lets you play with weapons and gear of different levels and rarity, immersive mode removes the notion of gear score entirely. The new tactical settings will change the way you play. New HUD settings are also available, allowing you to fine-tune your preferred level of information at any point in time. The objective of the Ghost Experience is to give you total freedom of choice. As such, you can switch between immersive and regular mode at will. Of course, you can play in co-op with players in different modes, and every setting can be tweaked so that you can create your ultimate Ghost Experience.
And we are doing that, because it'd be a shame not to, so we'll go with immersive. No gear level, and no rarity. Alright, ghost parameters. Gear level off. Normal's fine. Fine. Minimal. Yeah, that's fine. Bivouacs. We'll do original for this one, because this one's more of a convenience thing. The actual combat stuff I want to leave as hard. That's fine. You know, I might get my shit pushed in. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a great shooter, but you know, I like military sims. I think they're cool. They can be a bit cringy at times. Yeah, I'm Bobby McFuckface, and I'm a Marine, and so, you know.
Welcome to Aurora, the incubator of World 2.0. My name's Jay Skell, and
Nerd.
we've been expecting you. You've been invited here to innovate, to invent, and to create. But we're also asking you to do the most important thing with your lives that you can do. Here, away from the rest of the world, we will build the tools to lead the planet into the future. A completely sustainable economy, a blossoming environment, safe homes, security for your family, and a community where innovation is celebrated. The generations that come after us may forget all about us, but they will thrive because of the work we do here. Thank you for joining Skeltech in a roar. Together, we are building tomorrow.
I like his mustache. This guy's like an 80s. I might even leave him as it is, dude. This guy looks amazing. A bit too Dr. Disrespectish, though, so let's change that a little bit, shall we? Oh my god, these guys are really angry looking. Generic. Let's go and do this guy. Blue, we'll go with... I think you can change it as you go, so I think I will. We'll do like a crew cut for now. So I like to do it like pretty realistic, so you would go in with like no hair. Do you know what I mean? You'd have a military cut. Maybe that. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Go with the mutton chops. Come on, son. Hair colour, brown. Like a normal human being. Not that you're not normal. Never mind. Have a burn on, why not? Hell yeah. Have you guys ever heard those black box recordings from like crashes, plane crashes and shit? Man, those are harrowing sometimes. The graphics hold up pretty well. Look really good. Operator, nice. 45 auto, very nice, very nice. Yep. Full magazine, good. Okay, let's turn that camera sensitivity up a little bit. Where's my settings? Where's my sensitivity? Ah, fuck it, it's fine. Whatever. Double check my video settings. Everything's on ultra. Anti-aliasing's on. Ultra. Okay. Okay, how do I walk? I just want to walk. Key bindings. Sprint, crouch, walk, N. Okay. Should probably have a look at what happened to the rest of the crew, to be fair. No. I remember that button. Very nice. I'm well aware I probably don't have to be sneaking this far, but bollocks to it, I'm gonna do it. This is fucking tense. This is really tense. Thank you very much.
Shit. My soldiers.
Well, this person was alive and got killed. This isn't good.
Nowhere to go.
Follow the smoke columns. Okay. I kind of really wish, I don't know about you guys, but I really wish that Titanfall, the universe, had more in it than Apex Bloody Legends. Do you know what I mean? What a bastardization of such a good universe. I would clear some of these out, but I don't think it'd be very realistic for our guy to do that. I think he'd be, like, pretty much shitting himself at the moment. Dude, this is immersive as fuck, though. Right, can we open this door? No. So I've seen actual like military people. Like, sorry, I'm gonna pause for like. I've seen like actual military people playing this game and really enjoying it. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. How does it look on people's screens? It's a bit blurry on mine, but that's because I'm not running the playback at full fidelity, so. Let me know.
Jesus, those choppers are trashed. They can't really expect us to find anything but body parts.
We account for everyone who was supposed to be on those birds. You got that? I'm not gonna be responsible for even one of those guys turning up alive.
They definitely won't survive this shithole.
Too short for this shit.
Man, if I told you what they were up to out here, you wouldn't believe
They
it.
really think we're gonna find anything alive?
We got enemy counter!
That's a gun for me.
If anyone survived and we missed them, Stun will have our asses.
There's gotta be somebody.
Stormcloud 1-1, this is Weaver. Come in. Over. This is Weaver. Come in. Over.
Anything?
Ugats. Contact. Contact. Check fire! Walker.
Sorry, Weaver.
Was that John Bernthal, Punisher guy?
Walker. What the hell are you doing?
Okay.
Who are these guys?
You can hear them from miles away, can't you? Where the hell did we go? We're going the wrong way, that's why. Whoops. This way, I think. There we go. Well, that worked, because we, like, just waited for them to move off, and then we had run of the place. The foliage works really good. Like, this is really good stuff. I like it. Screw it. I can see two in front of us. I really like the call outs of the enemies. That's really cool. That's really cool. Dude, your back's got to be fucking killing after you do something like this.
Mayday. This is Ghost Lead. Does anyone read?
5x5, Ghost Lead.
Who is this?
A friend. I got the radio from a ghost.
This ghost still breathing?
Ghost Lead, you can chase the White Rabbit.
Or run with the Red Queen? Give me a sit rep.
That can wait. Your man's getting medical treatment. Follow the trail behind the ancient ruins. Your destination is in the mountains between two waterfalls.
Understood. Ghost Lead out.
I'm gonna steal one of these cars. Or a bike. There goes your car. Is there a turnaround here? Yes, there is. Good. I can see why you've got hundreds of hours in this. Let me just I can see why you've got hundreds of hours of this, man. It's amazing. Alright, yeah, the Discord link's broken. Okay, one sec. One sec. There you go. Just for you. Just for you. I'm going to see if I can up my fidelity of my stream. Let's see if I can do that. Audio, video. Stream appearance. General. Output. Here we go. Maybe if we go with 20 there. That'd be better. I don't know if that's any better. I've upped the bit rate, so maybe that'll sort it out.
How you feeling about all this? Stop right there! Who are you?
I was invited. Who the hell are you?
Another one. You can always turn around and go back down the mountain.
Things are a little tense, you know? Just watch how you handle that weapon. We don't allow shooting in Erewhon.
And what's Erewhon?
A cave. That's what we call it. Get in.
freedom fighter.
What is this place?
Looks pretty cool. No, I've got other players around here. Cool.
Are you boys all right or what?
We're the only two left in our chalk. No radio, no drones. Between the two of us, we got 2 rifles and 8 mags.
Locals got water here. And some supplies.
Can you believe this place, man? God damn.
My mind's blown.
Yep.
And they're friendly more or less, but they're still keeping us on a short leash.
You boys know what took out our birds?
No clue. But there are definitely hostiles out there.
Tangled with some troops out there who were calling themselves wolves. You know who we're dealing with?
Now you're dealing with me.
You the one in charge here?
Who's asking?
My call sign's Nomad. I'm the officer in charge of this operation.
By operation, I assume you mean the massively wild screw-up.
Hey, old man. You playing nice?
I'm just trying to find out why a bunch of grunts are falling from the sky into our laps, honey.
Well, someone sank a naval cargo ship off the coast. Then the entire archipelago overall went dark. Now, we were sent here to figure out what happened. Next thing we know, our choppers were taken down. Almost half of my soldiers are dead.
Best we can tell, there's some kind of military takeover. Sentinel, military contractors, they put this place under martial law, using the old boot-in-the-neck technique to enforce it.
Scaltech is still making all the high-tech stuff they always make. Except maybe now they're making more weapons. Not exactly the libertarian utopia J. Skell advertised.
Where can I find J. Skill?
The head of Skeltech himself. We haven't seen him, but his drones are keeping an eye on his islands.
So you think he's still a part of this?
We're just not sure why.
All right. Well, I'll put figuring it out on my to-do list. For now, let's see our wounded.
Yeah. One of your guys needs to rest, but he won't shut up. Calm him down, yeah? And then come find me. I'll give you the guided tour.
Wonder if any of you guys are around here.
Go and send. Okay, man.
Shiesty patches.
What's going down out there since Sacred Bloom's broadcast went out?
Group of outcasts saved my ass out there. Might be a good idea to join forces.
No. Where's our guy? Oh, there he is.
Who's left? Who made it?
Hey, you just relax, pal. I'm doing what I can.
You damn superhero. Here's another superpower.
I can't find Midas. But Weaver... Hey, just relax, pal. We'll take care of it, all right?
And the Wasp.
Yeah. And with the comms blackout, I can't reach the ship. But I'll talk to Matt Schultz, the big guy. He might have a boat I can use. Don't you worry. I'll come back with some help.
Go.
Oh, shit.
Hey, you're back. How'd it go? You making things happen or what?
It's no good out there. Sentinel tech makes it damn hard to move. Not sure how long we can keep
You think
this
this is
up.
how things were gonna go when Sentinel came in?
Sweet. What do you guys think so far? I think it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. If I'm being honest. I'll leave it there for now. But I think it's pretty cool. I like it. I like it. I will carry on. I'm thinking I might carry on stream too. So you might just carry on going on stream. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty awesome. Anyway, I'm going to head off shortly. Because I'm going to go chill. I've got some more Harbor Nightmares to record tomorrow. So I will be doing that tomorrow. Lots of things to do. Good for you, Stick. Finishing your Grey Knights. Good lad, good lad. Lucas Abbott. Right, I'm going to go. I love you a long time. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I'll speak to you soon. All right? Have a good one.